Hello students, I am Prabhat Dubey, your English teacher from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar. And we were studying the English literature unit 2nd. And the first section is getting future ready. This is part 3rd. This is the last lecture regarding this getting future ready chapter of yours. In this chapter, we were discussing the impact of science on human life. And we have seen different implications of science. What is the gift of science to humankind, and how we are misusing science, and what are the negative impacts that are done to us due to the misuse of science. Today we will discuss about the impact of science in on exploration of the universe, how you are getting benefit of science in exploring the universe, how you are sending satellites to different missions, and how you are exploring others planets and satellites. So today we will discuss about the last part of this chapter, that is a ticket to space. Okay, yesterday we talked about the humanoid robot, how the innovation in science, research and development is improving the functioning and structure of robot, how we are imbibing artificial intelligence in the robots, and how they are looking like human beings. The earlier robots were looking like machines, but now due to the innovative experiments of science, the research and development has created human like robots where rubber is used, that is a mechanical artificially synthesized rubber that looks like human skin. Okay, so today we will discuss the last part. It is written in the first line on page number 36 of your book Living English. Are you an avid reader of space fiction? Fiction is something that is based on our own imagination. There is no backing by the factual things. As in Hollywood, different science fiction movies are based where the director or the producer predicts what can be the implications of science, and in that fictitious story a film is made, but that fiction can be proved a fact in the coming future. Because 20 years back, if someone would have talked about humanoid robots, a robot that can take decision on its own programming, people would have thought that this is a fiction. But now that has become reality. So you don't know what science fiction would become reality in next decade. You never know. Okay. So the writer is asking you, are you fond of reading the fictional stories that are based on space research? Have you ever invited astronauts or this to travel in space? As we know that the job of astronauts are very motivational. The famous astronauts of India like Rakesh Sharma and Kalpana Chawla, their names need no introduction, because the job of astronaut is very challenging, and after a rigorous training and professional guidance, the astronauts are selected for any specific mission. Okay, and the space missions are also very dangerous. You never know when an accident will happen, and the life of astronaut will be ruined. Okay, even the dead bodies will not be recovered. So the people who are fearless take this challenge, and a strong educational background is also needed to be appointed as an astronaut. You should be having sound knowledge of mathematics and physics, chemistry, all these things. And after that, after your educational background, a proper training of 3 to 5 years is being given to the astronauts, because you have to understand the complicated machines, complicated satellites. Okay, so your space dreams and intergalactic fantasies may soon become true. As for the development that is happening in science, it is said by the writer that the things that are in your imagination can become reality in coming decades. So there is no much time left that the imagination, the fictional stories that are shared by the movies and documentaries can become reality. And in the next line, humans have always been fascinated by outer space. As you know that there are different types of stories regarding other planets in the universe, in the space. Some people say that there are other planets like Earth where life exists. So all such stories will be tested on the factual basis. If you have satellites that can explore the existence of other planets, you can easily know what type of planets are there in the universe where life is existing. Okay. Travel into space has been limited to astronauts, and private space travel for pleasure was unheard of until now. As you know that sending astronauts in the space is a very costly affair. Huge investment is needed to send a satellite. So anyone cannot be sent for just enjoyment. But nowadays some private companies are also sending satellites, and it can become reality that when people can be sent to space for entertainment as well. But the cost that is involved is huge now, that can be minimized in coming period. Okay. In December 1990, Japanese TV journalist Toyohiro Akiyama went into space as part of the first commercial space flight. It happened first time in Japan that a person was sent to space, and he was Japanese TV journalist. His name was Toyohiro Akiyama. He was not a researcher. He was just sent for commercial purpose. He gave live reports for a week from the Mir space station. He was reporting what were the earlier what happened that the people of science background were sent for research, but the first time a TV journalist was sent for reporting. However, the first amateur to pay for a flight into space was Dennis Tito, a US engineer and businessman. First time a person who had nothing to do with space research was Dennis Tito, a engineer from US. He was also a businessman. He was sent to space just for entertainment. He became the first space tourist or citizen explorer by visiting the International Space Station ISS for 7 days in 2001. So the journey has started from 2001. People from non-engineering and non-scientific backgrounds are also going to space, but it is very costly affairs. It is not possible for common man. Even the person who are having large sum of money can only afford to do this. And if the government is supportive enough, every country is not supporting such type of journeys. Okay. Between 2001 and 2009, 6 more people bought a passage to space. One of them, Charles Simonyi, even went twice between 2003 and 2004. Now the journey started. People started going into space in a group. In 2001 and 2009, in this period of 9 years, from 2001 to 2009, 6 more people were sent to space who were not proper scientific background. One of them was Charles Simonyi, who went twice into space explorations in 2003 and 2004. 2 individuals breached the Earth's atmosphere and entered into outer space in an experimental spacecraft. After that, 2 more individuals were sent into the Earth's atmosphere for in an experimental spacecraft. If any spacecraft is going into space for doing some experiments, that is called experimental aircraft. Okay, so 2 more persons were sent. Several space tourism companies have been formed since then with an aim to facilitate private space exploration for a hefty fee. Now, private companies were formed who were taking money for sending you into space. Okay, but the fees is very high. So the people who can afford, they can be sent to enjoy the space travel. Okay. Civilian space programs offering zero gravity space flights and short duration spacewalks are already being offered. As we know that if you are in the orbit of the Earth, then only the gravitational force works. But if you go to the out of the gravitational force, if you cross the orbit of Earth, then there will be no gravitation and your body will be floating in the space. So to experience such type of movements, people are spending their hard-earned money just to enjoy, just to feel how it feels when you are out of the gravity. Okay, it is a very special type of feeling when there is no gravity and your body is floating into the space. Such type of experience are very rare. So to have that experience, people are spending a lot. Perhaps by the time you grow up, space planes may become as common as buses and the trip to Mars may become quite affordable. This message is being shared with the students that you are of 13 or 14 years of age. When you will grow, it can become a reality that like you are affording a bus travel or a train travel, in the same manner you can afford a space travel. It can become a reality that is in your imagination, the journey that is enjoyed only by the rich person who are having huge amount of money in their accounts. It can be afforded by the common man. You can go to Mars with a very short amount of money. It can become a reality. You can have a space plane. Like we are spending 5 to 10,000 rupees and we are just buying a ticket of aeroplane and we are going to any city from even Gorakhpur airport. We are going to Mumbai and Delhi. We are spending just 5 to 10,000 rupees and we are enjoying the plane travel. In the same manner, you can afford a travel to different planets like moon. You can go to moon by spending 20 or 25,000 rupees. But on this time period, it is looking fictitious. 25,000 is a very small amount if you talk about going moon through satellites. But it can become reality. You never know. You may even be able to fly to the moon and back for a holiday. Even if you are having a holiday of 3 to 4 days, people are going to different destinations to enjoy. So you can afford to go to moon for enjoying a holiday. It can become a reality. Before you can think the advent of aeroplanes, if anyone would have told that man will fly from one city to another city, it would have been thought that the person is in fiction. He is talking about some fictitious story. It can never be possible in the coming future, but it became the reality. After the advent of aeroplanes, a huge investment was made, a huge effort was made. It took around 20 to 25 years of experimentation, then it became reality. And now we are having the advanced planes, supersonic planes, who are flying at a speed that is higher than the sound. Okay, and the military aircrafts, like the aircraft that is bought by the Indian Air Force from France, Rafale, you cannot assume the speed. It is above 1000 kilometer per hour. Even 1400 kilometer per hour speed is being noticed in the fighter jets. So you can assume you can go from Himalaya to Kanyakumari within an hour. So much speed is being witnessed through the aircrafts, that is modernized aircraft. Innovation and research and development is going on in every field of science, and that is providing us a leverage. So this chapter is giving a glimpse of how science has revolutionized the human life, what type of advantages are being given to us in our day-to-day life. Science has made life easy, but it's our responsibility to use all the facilities, all the technologies that is provided by science in a positive manner. We have to ensure that, otherwise the existence of humanity on this earth would be in danger. We are imposing threat to our own existence by the negative use of science. Different countries are making biological weapons just to destroy another country. Such type of thinking will lead us to destruction only. So it is our responsibility to ensure positive use of science. Okay, so this chapter is completed. In the next lecture we will meet and we will discuss the second chapter of your grammar. Okay, and I have given you a homework. These 6 words are given. You have to write proper meaning of these given words. Okay, so try to find out the proper meaning of these words. It will enhance your vocabulary. Okay, bye for now. Thanks.